All right, looks like we are good. It is such an honor to share this powerful information with you today. My name is Tim Tarango, and I'm joined with my good friend and business partner, Winter V. And look, I'm just going to say this very directly. The secrets we're about to share with you today have been worth multiple millions of dollars to us in our online businesses. And really, what's even more exciting to me is that these secrets have allowed us to run our business from literally anywhere in the world on our own schedule with no limits to the amount of time or money freedom that we want to enjoy. And we're going to be sharing these secrets with you in just a moment. So sit back and make sure that you're paying attention with no distractions. So look, you've probably already heard experts say that the money is in the list. And I can tell you that is 100% true. In fact, just to demonstrate the power of an email list, we are all here today because of an email list. You may be on one of my email lists or on one of Winter's, or maybe you came here from one of our partners, but you're all here because of the power of an email list. And today, what you're about to discover is the easy method for building a profitable email list so that you can start enjoying this lifestyle as quickly as you desire. Okay, so if you are excited, go ahead and type yes into the chat. If you're feeling great, if you're feeling excited and ready to go, go ahead and type yes into the chat right now. I want to make sure that we're having a lot of participation and we get a lot of yeses. We have a lot of people on today's training. However, we're going to keep this really interactive so that you get the absolute most value from this training. All right, so Winter, if you could just let me know that you can hear me okay and we're getting a bunch of yeses, we'll go ahead and kick this training off.
I can hear you loud and clear, and this chat box is going crazy. So I hope everyone can. I'm super excited. Take it away, buddy.
All right, so here's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the high school dropout turned online millionaire who discovered this L3 cloning process that launches your email list lifestyle business in less than 48 hours, even if you're brand new, even if you hate to write or you currently have nothing to sell or you're not some tech wizard, this training is for you. And here's a bit of what you're going to discover today. We're going to walk you step by step through this L3 cloning process that launches your email list business from scratch in less than 48 hours. Again, even if you're not some computer whiz or this is your first time launching an online business. We're going to show you how this new and totally unique methodology allows you to finally escape the time for money trap and what we call cubicle hell once and for all. We're going to walk you through this simple click-by-click process that generated a $14,000 per month income stream in under 90 days, even for someone that was just getting started that had never built an online business before. We're going to show you how to avoid the most common and super frustrating mistakes. These are mistakes that I see a lot of people make, and these are the mistakes that keep new online entrepreneurs broke, and we want to make sure that you avoid these at all costs. We're going to show you how you can use the secret process, this L3 cloning process, to send hundreds or even thousands of cash in hand customers to your new online business literally overnight without doing any of the grunt work yourself. This is super exciting. You're going to want to make sure that you're paying very close attention when we get to that part. And best of all, this is for you so that you can start helping lots of people and making a positive impact in the world while focusing your time on what you love to do. So real quick, here's who today's training is for. Today's training is for you if, number one, you want to spread your message as a thought leader. If you have a message and you want to get it out to the world and you consider yourself a thought leader, go ahead and type the number 1 into the chat. This training is for you if you're a product creator and you want to build a business around your passion, around your expertise. Look, if that sounds like you, go ahead and type the number 2 into the chat. Today's training is for you if you are, number 3, a coach, you're a consultant. If you want more clients and if you want more high-paying clients, clients that will reach out to you and come to you for your expertise and pay you a lot of money to do so, then go ahead and type number 3 into the chat. And of course, today's training is for you, if put very simply, you just want to launch an additional income stream using your email list and you wouldn't mind if other people did most of the work for you. If that sounds like you, go ahead and type number 4 into the chat. And Winter, I'm just curious, if you could go back to when you were first launching your online business, multiple millions of dollars ago, I'm curious, what would you have selected here on the screen?
Tim, I think like the results I'm seeing here in the chat, simply initially 4. I was working my tail off with an offline job, like most people here, trying to break free of that. Then spread my message as a thought leader. But really, initially, that additional income stream that would allow me the freedom was my core goal.
Yeah, really similar to me too. I definitely just wanted that additional income stream. I was always intrigued as this dream lifestyle, and that's really what got me excited and motivated. And then as I started building my list, I added products and I became known as this thought leader, and I had these people wanting to pay me a lot of money to learn how I did it. And so now I fall into all 4 categories. No matter where you're starting from though, you're going to get a ton of value. We're going to give you this mind map that shows you how to build your email list from scratch. This is the Build Your List from Scratch mind map, and we're going to send this to you in PDF format so that you have a 30,000 foot overview of what we're talking about with this system. Look, on today's training, we're going to get into the details and show you exactly how the L3 cloning process can build your email list for you. And we wanted you to at least have a framework that you could take after this call. So make sure to pay attention, focus, stay until the end of this training. This is super valuable information, and we want to make sure that you get the most value from today's call. All right, so very nice to meet you. I'm Tim Tarango on the right-hand side, joined with my good friend and business partner, Winter V. If you happen to be a fan of the hit HBO show Game of Thrones, you might recognize that backdrop. That backdrop is actually in Dubrovnik, Croatia, where I visited not too long ago on an awesome vacation. In Winter, where are you in that picture there on the left?
So that's probably my favorite pool in the world. That's on top of the Marina Bay Sands there in Singapore, looking out over the financial district. It's just an awesome view and an awesome pool, goes without saying.
So really nice to virtually meet you. And look, over our career, over the past decade, we've done a lot of things right. This is one of Winter's accounts going back to 2014. And Winter at that time had already really cracked the code on list building. And look, go ahead and type yes into the chat if you wouldn't mind seeing your ClickBank accounts look like this with $1,000 a day, $2,000 days, even a $10,000 day thrown in there. This is great stuff. And it was all because of his email list. So clearly Winter has done a lot right. Here's one of my clients, and as much as I love living this dream online lifestyle and making money for myself, I also absolutely love helping my clients make a ton of money and enjoy their new lifestyle. This client of mine, David, I helped him deploy a very simple 2-page campaign to one of his lists that generated over $600,000 in sales in just 30 days and went on to do over $1 million in sales. And that just goes to show the power of the list. And if you're starting today and you don't have an email list, or if you want to add a lot more subscribers to your list, then you are absolutely in the right place. Of course, we've done a ton of things wrong as well. Yes, we've had our wins. We've also had our very fair share of frustrations. And over the past 10 years, here's just a little taste of the hard way that at points in our career, we went about growing a business. This first one's totally me. When I first got started, I wanted to wear all the hats in the business. So I was the coder, the designer, the webmaster, the customer service representative, technical support, the writer, everything. And what that left me was feeling low on time, overwhelmed, and completely frustrated with my online business. And maybe at times you felt similarly when you've looked to make more sales in your ClickBank account. At one point I said, okay, I see all these people having success with their own products. Let me create my own product. And I spent 6 months in product development mode, only to discover, to my embarrassment, that absolutely no one wanted to buy it. And I'd wasted 6 months of my time. I wasn't working at that time. And so, I kind of bet everything on this working, and it didn't pan out. And it was really frustrating for me. Of course, working crazy long hours for little or no money. Winter, I'll let you explain this next bullet point.
Well, Tim, as it says, watching a multi-million dollar business disappear. I got started online, got really quick success, saw a lot of huge growth within my business very, very quickly. Learned a lot of like key tricks of the trade, stuff that we're going to be sharing on the call today. But then one day I completely lost passion in it. Literally, I woke up one day, I walked away from it, I watched it all disappear. But the tools and the tricks that I learned, I was able to start all over again.
That's what I love about that story, Winter, is that yes, you had $1 million business, you let it go, and then because of the skill set and some of the exciting ideas we're going to share today, you were able to replicate that result again, just using your mind, the skills that you learned, your computer, and an internet connection, which is really confidence inspiring. So combine 20 years of doing it the hard way. Go ahead and type yes if you would like to quote unquote cheat and do it the easy way, because this solution, this L3 cloning process that we're going to share with you today, really is the easy way to shortcut all the years of frustration that we've put in. So go ahead and type yes into the chat if you would like to discover the easy way to do this. Winter, so take us back. This is kind of an interesting story. We call it the sausage breakfast story. This goes back to when you really had this spark of an idea that since then has created a ton of wealth for you and your family.
Yeah, it has, and it goes back to a early story with me and my father. As you can see, that's my father there, and unfortunately he passed away about 8 years ago of cancer, but that's not what the story is about whatsoever. This is about what my father taught me as a young kid and what I was able to build into my business. So anyways, my father, very, very, very hardworking man, worked out of the house as a CPA, worked for himself my whole life. I distinctively remember every morning as a kid probably getting woken up at 4 or 5 in the morning just by hearing him grind his coffee, smelling the coffee, hearing him pull his seat out from his desk, sit down at like 4 or 5 a.m. And this guy would go 7 days a week until 6 or 7 in the evening. Very, very hardworking man. I attribute a lot of my success and like my sure desire for success and work and everything a lot from him. So anyways, every morning I hear him doing this, but on occasion, my father would come and literally like rip the blankets off in a nice way and say, hey, come on, let's go. 4 or 5 a.m., we're sneaking out of the house. We're not telling my mom or my sister. And this is my father taking me to go fishing. Again, this is some of my fondest memories. But not only that, my father would bring me to McDonald's. Now, that may not sound like much to most people on the line here, but if you knew my mom, you knew how healthy she was, how no red meat, no fatty foods, nothing allowed in the house. As a young kid, getting to have McDonald's was just a sheer joy. So we did that several times growing up, and I specifically remember one day where my father took me out. We went out to McDonald's, and then we went out fishing. Now, this was in upstate Vermont, and we started out at a little creek. Now, such a small creek, even at 6 or 7 years old, like I could pretty much hop over the thing. Not knowing how we're going to catch fish, we just start morning, we start walking down creek. And as the morning transpires, maybe about 9 in the morning, we're now from that creek to a huge flowing river, the kind of river like as an adult, we'd get whisked away in. Now, an inquisitive kid, very inquisitive kid, probably annoyingly inquisitive kid, I asked my father, Dad, how does that work? How are we at this huge river now? And we started at this stream. Now, my father, being the business-minded individual that he was, even at such a young age for myself, would always give me business advice, kind of. So he says, all right, well, son, it's much like multiple streams of income. Think of it this way. If this river down here is flowing so strong and that little creek where we started dried up, that's okay. This river is flowing so strong. If you only had that little creek, then you would have no more water. Now, multiple streams of income, use it that way. Multiple streams of little streams of income will feed that big creek down at the bottom. And should you have one stream dry up, really, it's not a big deal. So that was a very, very sound business advice for a 6-year-old.
Well, which I can definitely relate to that story. When I was growing up, I lived in a one-income household, and when my dad got laid off, we went to a zero-income household. And I know now that multiple streams of income isn't just about buying more toys and having a lot more freedom. It's also about the security. And what you're going to show us in the next few slides is really a demonstration of your dad's story, the story about multiple streams of income. What exactly are we looking at here?
This effectively is, yeah, it's the first snapshot of my dad's lesson. This is a snapshot of one of my Aweber accounts, one of my autoresponder accounts, where I store my email leads.
So here we see 89,000 subscribers. Here's another one of your email lists, which is almost 27,000 subscribers. And you could be mailing the same offer. You could be mailing something different. You could be educating your audience in all these different ways and having multiple lists and multiple streams of income. Here's 37,000. This one list, 123,000 subscribers. To put that in some context, I grew up outside of Los Angeles. And my favorite baseball team growing up was the Los Angeles Dodgers. And that baseball stadium holds about 50,000 subscribers. So here's two professional baseball stadiums that when you press send, you can have an email going out to every single one of those people. That is powerful. And Winter, actually, in all the email lists that you have, this is one that I actually like the most. It's the smallest of the lists that we're going to show today. It has about 7,000 subscribers. The reason I want to bring your attention to this list specifically is because even though it's the smallest, when I first got started and I started building my list of just a few thousand subscribers, that's what gave me the confidence to walk away from my 9-to-5 desk job. Just having a few thousand subscribers, I made more money with just that small list than I did at my typical 9-to-5 job. Here's another one of your lists with almost 65,000 subscribers. And Winter, tell us a little bit about this list, because we're going to be walking step by step on how you generated all these subscribers in just a little bit.
Yeah, so this list, almost 140,000 subscribers. Like you said, we walked through it step by step, but this was all generated in about a 2-week period. One to the point that actually had my autoresponder company contact me and said, "What the heck are you doing? This doesn't look legitimate. This is way too much traffic. What is going on?" So yeah, we'll talk a bit about that.
So if you would like to see these types of numbers in your autoresponder campaign, go ahead and type yes into the chat. That's why we're all here today, to learn how to launch and grow a successful email list. Go ahead and type yes into the chat. And maybe at this point you're asking yourself, is building an email list the best investment in the world? Well, here's some stats from McKinsey & Company. McKinsey & Company has been around for about 100 years as a consulting firm. And one of the stats that they mention is that email is responsible for 40 times more acquired customers than both Facebook and Twitter combined. 40 times more acquired customers than Facebook and Twitter combined. Now look, Facebook and Twitter and all these other platforms can be really powerful, but if you want to acquire customers and generate income, you absolutely need an email list. Here's another stat from McKinsey & Company that says 91% of all US consumers still use email every single day, and the average order value is 17% higher from email than social media. So not only do people buy more from email, they buy at higher prices, which means more profit and more money to you. Here's another stat from Campaign Monitor that says email marketing is the king of the marketing kingdom with, now get this, a 4,400% return on investment. Now, what that means for you is that for every $1 spent in email, as noted by Campaign Monitor, it generated $44 in revenue. Now, you're going to want to write down this stat. Remember, this training today is all about participation and taking action. Write down this stat. We have something special for you coming up, but you got to write this down and participate. Winter, walk us through these next few slides. What are we looking at here?
Yeah, so this is a snapshot within one of my businesses, and a snapshot of that data set. It looked like it was about 6 weeks worth of sales there.
So this is about $41,000 in sales over that time period. Here's a different account. What are we looking at here?
And this is just a different business, a different processor, a different stream of income, if you will, and just a snapshot from that.
It's about $69,000. Again, all this is powered from your email list. Here's another one of close to $30,000. So this breaks down to about $1,000 per day. And look, I know probably a lot of people on the calls on the training today wouldn't mind just having an extra $100 per day. But type yes in the chat if you would like to grow your business and grow your email list so that it's generating $1,000 per day. If that sounds exciting to you, go ahead and type yes in the chat. Here's one of a ClickBank campaign that we did 34,000, and with automation, we'll be talking a lot about automation today, has pulled in over $180,000. Again, here's another one, $31,000 in sales from just the past 30 days. So again, a different account, different email list, also generating about $1,000 per day in revenue. Really nice to have that security and that comfort. This is probably one of my favorite slides in this entire training, Winter. And because you're part of ClickBank University, this should look familiar to you. This is inside of ClickBank. And Winter, what I first noticed here is, of course, over $500,000 in sales in just 2 weeks. This is one of your programs that you've created called the Millionaire's Brain. But there's something else that's really exciting about this picture here. Tell us what that is.
Well, so Tim, with Millionaire's Brain, in the first, I think it was the first 4 days, we made it to the #1 spot in the self-help category. And there's probably 5,000 products in the self-help category alone. So we made it to the #1 spot there. I think we made it, it was top 3 or top 4 in all of ClickBank amongst all of the products.
Really exciting. That just goes to show that, yes, you're great at, mastering ClickBank and mastering, cracking the code on building your email list. It also means that this program has helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and that's really exciting as well. So let's break down, here are the 3 secrets that we're going to walk you through today so that you can start launching and growing your email list right away. Secret number 1, we're going to show you the one-page, quote unquote, website that will create consistent, automated, passive income. Secret number 2 is how you can get hundreds of new email subscribers every single day for free. This is really exciting. You're going to want to make sure you're paying close attention and participating when we get to secret number 2. And then secret number 3 is how you can make a full-time income from a small email list, even if you're just getting started. And we'll break down a very simple formula that allowed Winter to go from $0 to $14,000 per month income stream in less than 90 days. So pay close attention to that. Okay, secret number 1, the one-page, quote-unquote, website that creates consistent, automated, passive income. This is it. And Winter, you're gonna have to walk us through this a little bit, because to me, this doesn't look like a full-fledged website. One of the mistakes I see beginners make is that they'll go out and they'll invest hundreds or sometimes thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars on a website. And yet this one-page site for you generated over 137,000 email subscribers in just a few weeks.
Yeah, Tim, and it's as simple as that. We're just looking at a capture page. Beyond this is just the background. So this generated right around 140,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. Freaked Aweber out, my autoresponder company, had me get on the phone. And it was, the beginning of it was all as simple as we're looking at here.
Yeah, so this is what's called a simple lead capture page. And once somebody puts in their email address there, of course, they start getting this automatic email follow-up sequence. And this is really key. This automated follow-up sequence not only makes sales, but it does something even more valuable than that. It builds a relationship with your audience. One of the questions that Winter and I get asked quite a bit is, Tim and Winter, how is it that I can send emails to my subscribers every single day and have them continue to buy from me and not get annoyed? And one of the keys there is through education-based marketing, like a training like this, for example. And so this is the follow-up sequence in Winter's autoresponder account that does just that. And here's the deal. I want to share with you a few places that most people get stuck when they go to grow their email list. There's a lot of different things that can go wrong. And this is what ends up frustrating a lot of people, whether they're beginners or whether they've had a lot of experience. There's a lot to do. You have to build your own lead capture page. You can code it, design it. You can hire someone to do that. Of course, that can get expensive. You can use a tool or a plugin. Then, of course, you have to create your free giveaway. In that example we just showed you, Winter had created an ebook, a PDF ebook. Some people create training videos. Then you have to write that autoresponder campaign that we showed you in the previous slide. To do that, you have to research the market, write the follow-up sequence, make sure your links are working properly, test and optimize. And from my experience consulting with thousands of online entrepreneurs now, this takes most beginners between 3 to 4 months to start seeing some traction. In fact, for me, it actually took longer than that, because I got into paralysis by analysis and stuck in perfectionism mode. And it took me about 6 to 9 months before I started seeing any traction. The good news is that you get to do it the easy way, and the L3 cloning process that we'll share with you in just a bit does everything that you see on this slide for you in literally under 15 minutes. That's why this is such a game changer and a totally new and unique methodology that we'll share with you in just a bit. So here are some of the keys to success. These are some of the keys that helped Winter build that 137,000 person list. Number one, keep it simple. The name of the game here is building your email list, not building some fancy, complicated website, not paying some designer thousands of dollars and having it take them weeks or months to get it back to you. Keep it simple. Another thing that you'll hear Winter and I talk about throughout today's training is automation. In fact, it's so important. I put it on here 3 times. Automation is one of the keys to success. You don't want to come here and build yourself a job. No, you want a business that works for you and not the other way around. The next key to success is that you want to leverage OPT, which stands for other people's time and other people's talent. We'll be sharing throughout this training how you can do just that so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel and so that you don't have to fall into the same traps that that Winter has, that I have when growing our online business. And here's a little pop quiz. Go ahead and finish this sentence. Type in the chat if you know the answer to this. One of the keys to success to building a long-term valuable email list and online business is you want to build blank and make the process valuable and enjoyable for your audience. And we have a special gift for people that are participating and filling this out. So Winter, go ahead and give me an idea of how many people are getting this answer correct.
You know, I'm impressed. This is an awesome group. I would say like 92% would be and yeah, they're flying in here. But awesome, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make sure that you are building a relationship with your audience and with your subscribers, because when you build that relationship, you're going to get people buying from you and buying multiple times, and that just gives you a lot more safety and security and a lot more money at the end of the day. Okay, let's talk about secret number 2. Secret number 2 is how to get thousands of new email subscribers per day for free. Now, before I share with you how to do that, I want to share with you what you don't want to do. These are some of the mistakes that I see a lot of people make. And this is what I call the most frustrating job in the world. And so if you're taking this approach, or if you have in the past and you're not getting traction, you're not getting the results that you want, this could be some indication why. First of all, is this mindset of if you build it, they will come. Is all I do is I put up a lead capture page, and I sit back that all these subscribers are going to flow into onto my autoresponder, and that, of course, is simply not true. Now, once people get past that, the next thing that a lot of people are familiar with is social media. And so they'll go on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or Instagram or any one of these social media platforms and start posting endlessly and spamming their friends and their family. And I can just imagine poor Aunt Linda, who just wants to know about you and your life, getting bombarded with spam tweets and messages. You absolutely don't want to do that. It's really annoying and it's not effective. Next is wishing and hoping that Google will somehow find and rank your website. This takes experts years and years of skill and practice to do. Luckily, there's an easier way that we'll show you in just a moment. One of the things that I did when I first got started is I would cold call. I would prospect for new visitors and new subscribers, and it was, to put a word on it, humiliating, because I was just met with rejection after rejection after rejection. So how do we do it now? Well, really simply, what we do is we launch an L3 powered follow-up machine that turns $1 into $2 and gets leads for free. Now, if you remember the stat from Campaign Monitor, go ahead and type into the chat what would fit into this blank here. Of course, Campaign Monitor says that email marketing is the king of the marketing kingdom with a 4,400% ROI. And I'm sure a lot of you people were paying attention. And yes, for every $1 spent, that means that $44 was generated in return. Now, in the next coming slides, we're just talking about turning $1 into $2. And because email marketing is the king of the kingdom, that's a lowball estimate. So now, with that in mind, Winter, what exactly are we looking at here?
Well, Tim, that's me on a camel there. No, this is actually a picture from behind the scenes, if you will, from a product that I did called Ancient Secrets of Kings. So I got to travel around the world. I actually went to Cairo, Jerusalem, Beijing, all over Asia, interviewing historians and professors about what made those kingdoms so successful at that time. Now, for me, goes without saying, of course, a dreamed of trip. I got to literally fly from Los Angeles to New York, all the way back around through Asia, back to Los Angeles again, literally around the world. I spent about 5 weeks doing it. And of course, it was a great time. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was a business expense, complete write off, business paid for it. Got to cross off several little, ones off the list of places I wanted to visit. So that there is me actually starting the trip out, I think on the third day at the Pyramids of Giza.
So during this trip, you create this product that ended up doing over $1.2 million in sales. Here's a quick snapshot of the finished version of the product called Ancient Secrets of Kings. And look, this part of the process should look very familiar to you because this was the start of this $1.2 million campaign. This very simple one-page lead capture page. And of course, as we've already mentioned, someone goes on, lands on that page, they get put on your autoresponder, and then the next part of the sequence right after that is they're delivered these marketing messages that turn the hottest subscribers into buyers immediately. Here's a video explaining part of your trip. The next is a text-based message also for people that would prefer to read as opposed to watching the video. And in a moment, you're really gonna wanna focus because we're gonna share with you this traffic source that for us has been the hottest traffic source for turning subscribers into buyers immediately. So we'll share that with you in just a moment. So of course, after people opt in, your follow-up sequence educates prospects and makes sales automatically. Of course, automate is a big part of this process so that you can start enjoying this dream lifestyle. So here's one of the most valuable slides in this entire training. You're gonna wanna focus on this. This is the how we make our money slide. And the first thing that we do is we launch an L3 powered machine that educates subscribers and makes sales. And we'll do a quick demonstration of that in just a moment so you can see how we launch one of these L3 powered machines with literally just 3 clicks of the mouse. The next thing we do is we go out and we buy the hottest traffic we can to start with, usually for about $50 to $100 for our test budget. And we'll share with you exactly what that hottest traffic is in just a moment. Now, what that gets for us is instant traffic and instant email subscribers. We're not waiting days or weeks or months to generate traffic and subscribers. We're going out and we're doing that instantly. And the next part of the process is that we recoup our $50, $100, $200 investment, and we rinse and repeat with small budget recycling. This is very similar to professional investors who cut their losers and let the winners ride. Now, the first year after I deployed this strategy, I was talking with my accountant, and he said, Tim, I know you were struggling a lot last year, and this year you spent over $100,000 in advertising. How in the world did you do that? And I said, well, I didn't have $100,000 in cash lying around and invest that into my business. I did it $50, $100 at a time. And when I made that money back, I would just put that back into the business. That's what's called small budget recycling. And what you're doing here is you are building a valuable long-term asset. Yes, you can make money right away with your email list. Also, what I'm excited about is building a long-term asset that gives me consistent income, security, and allows me to do the things that I want to do. So, Winter, at the end of the day, walk us through the results of this campaign, the Ancient Secrets of Kings.
Yeah, so as the slides read, $450,000 in the first 2 weeks. We're actually over 1.2 million. We should probably change that. So over 1.2 million in sales to date, 140,000 subscribers in that short amount of time. It did take a lot of work. It was 5 weeks of traveling and filming and saving data and all that, but it did pay off as well. On this next photo here, this is me flying from Beijing down to Singapore on the tail end of my trip there. And there I am. I'm in the A380 suite on Singapore Airlines, probably one of the best seats in the world for aviation, in my opinion. And, I loved it. I was super happy. But at the same time, I had an overwhelming feeling as it reads, like, I wish my dad could see me now. I wish he could see how I took those initial learnings of multiple streams of income. There's initial lessons, and was able to build it with technology into the business that I have now.
And I'm sure your dad would be so proud of not just the wealth that you created, but the wealth that you've helped create for others. It's really powerful. So again, here are some of the do-it-yourself action steps. This is some of the stuff that trips people up. Is, yeah, you could do it on your own, but you have to create your own free gift, your lead capture page, your thank you page, your follow-up sequence, all the marketing messages. Make sure that the tracking and the links work, or we're going to give you the shortcut in just a minute. It's the L3 powered list building process that does all of this for you, everything that you see there on the screen, with just 3 clicks of the mouse. And we'll do a quick demonstration of that in just a moment. Until then, let's talk about secret number 3. Secret number 3 is how to make a full-time income from a small email list, even if you're just getting started. Now, look, after you've deployed your L3 machine, you're ready for traffic. And these are just a few of the places that you can get traffic from: Facebook and Instagram, Google AdWords, Google Display Network, from Twitter, from YouTube. And look, I love all these traffic sources. I've used all of them and use all of them in my business. This is how you can really build a big email list really quickly. I want to bring your attention though, because look, I know you've probably seen some trainings on these platforms before. I want to bring your attention to what I consider one of the hottest sources of traffic, and it's what's called instant email blasts. And look, this is actually the strategy that Winter used to create his $14,000 per month income stream in just 90 days. In fact, Winter, your mentor really gave you the keys to the kingdom, and I can break down this strategy with one simple equation, and it was instant email blasts plus the traffic multiplier method. What is an instant email blast? Well, everyone that is looking and watching at this training right now is here because of an instant email blast. And what Winter and I have done and continue to do is build relationships with all these list owners so that we can strike a deal with them and either buy traffic directly or trade traffic with them from our own email lists. So instant email blast is how we plant the seed of a big email list, and then traffic multiplier method is how we water that seed and continue to grow our list exponentially. So let me share with you really quickly how the traffic multiplier method works. As I mentioned, with instant email blast, you can get 100,000, even several thousand subscribers on your email list overnight. This is planting the seed to your massive email list. While you do that, your autoresponder continues to build the relationship and make sales with your new subscribers automatically. And once you have people on your list, you can actually trade clicks with other list owners. This is something that Winter and I do all the time in our other businesses. I'll send Winter 500 clicks and he'll send me 500 clicks, and it's a win, win, win. It's a win for myself, it's a win for Winter, and it's a win for our subscribers because we share with them valuable ebooks and training materials such as this webinar or an ebook or videos, so everybody wins. And what's awesome, especially if you're just getting started, is this allows you to grow your list exponentially without risking any money out of pocket. You're just adding value to your subscribers so that you can grow a big email list very quickly. So that is the simple equation, the traffic multiplier method plus instant email blast, that allows you to grow a big list very, very quickly. And Winter, I'll let you share this result. My guess is this was a lot more enjoyable than delivering and selling hamburgers for minimum wage at your previous job.
Yeah, without a doubt. As it says there, I'm a high school dropout, and in 3 months I went from delivering hamburgers during one of the many housing or .com crashes that we've seen over the last 20 years to making $14,000, not really even expecting it, being able to quit my job and just make that my full-time income.
In Winter, you learned so much from your father about multiple streams of income. He was very business minded. One of the things when I heard growing up was that, well, time equals money, and so I got to make sure that I get make the most from my time. And I'm curious, for those of you that have really been focused here today, I want to ask you, what is the difference between time and money? If you know, go ahead and type that into the chat. And I'm curious, Winter, do we have any coupon codes for people that get this answer correctly?
Yeah, we do. Me and just talked about it a little bit beforehand. We do have some, and we got help on the chat to make sure they all go out in time. So yes, we do.
So I was told that time equals money. And in fact, in my opinion, time is a lot more valuable than money. And I see a lot of people typing in the chat. I think a lot of people are getting this right. And here's the main difference between time and money. There is an unlimited amount of money available out there. You can go out there and make more money, make more money, make more money. But once time is gone, once you've spent that time, it is gone forever. And Winter, over many conversations over dinner, I know that you would trade your entire business and everything you built this up to this point for just a few more moments with your father. That's time that you're not getting back. Money, you let a $1 million business slip away because you weren't passionate about it, and then you just went back and you did it. You built it right back again. And Winter, I'm curious if you could read off in the chat some people that are getting this right so that we can give them their coupon codes.
Yeah, let's see. Steven's got it right. Cindy, Norma. Gosh, it's flying so fast. I'm trying to slow it down, literally. But lots are hitting the nail on the head with it. And yeah, Tim, I would give anything to spend 5 more minutes. Time is not something that we can create more of.
And that's why we talk so much about using other people's time and other people's talent and automation so that you can enjoy your time and enjoy your lifestyle. So just so far, you've discovered several common mistakes that keep most people stuck when launching their online business. We shared the secrets behind a $1.2 million email campaign. And really, one of the things I hope you got from that is how simple it is and how we kept it simple with a very simple one-page lead capture page and a simple process that did over $1 million in sales. We share with you how to grow your list fast with traffic on demand strategies so that you're not annoying your friends on social media. You're getting instant traffic, you're planting the seed, and then you're growing your list exponentially with the traffic multiplier method. But here's the thing. Out of all this that you've discovered so far in this training, I really hope you get this one thing. That is, you can have a profitable email list sooner than you ever thought possible. You can have a profitable email list sooner than you ever thought possible. And maybe you're sitting there at this point asking yourself, well, Tim and Winter and Justin, how do I do that? How do I grow a profitable email list? And really, from my experience, there are 2 paths to go down to launch your profitable business. And both are valid, both can work. Option A is you go the do-it-yourself path. And in my experience, that's going to take significant amount of time that you will never get back. It's going to lead to countless hours of frustration and overwhelm, but that is a valid path to take. You can go the do-it-yourself path. The other path is that you can get some help, and specifically, you can tap into other people's time, other people's talents, and automation, and get our help with the L3 cloning process so that you can launch and deploy your profitable email list in just a few hours. And if that sounds exciting to you, then stick around so that we can show you a quick demonstration and introduce you to what we call List Launch Pro. Now, before I share with you what List Launch Pro is, let me share with you who this training, who List Launch Pro is absolutely not for. First of all, if you are the type of person that hopes that as soon as you invest in a product, that money is going to start raining down from the sky and you do absolutely nothing and you complain, this training is not for you. In fact, you can go ahead and exit this training right now because this won't be effective for you. If you lack integrity, List Launch Pro will absolutely not work for you. Again, this is all about building a relationship with your list. And so if you don't have integrity, your audience won't trust you, and it will be a lose-lose situation. And List Launch Pro is absolutely not for you if you lack integrity. And lastly, List Launch Pro is not for you if you are going to make excuses that you can't even watch a short video training series so that you can get the exact secrets that Winter and I have used to generate millions and millions of dollars with our online businesses and with our email lists. However, if you are excited about growing your email list, if you're excited about helping your subscribers and building a relationship and seeing new leads and sales come into your accounts consistently every single day, then I want to introduce you to the world's only done-for-you system for launching your email-driven lifestyle business in less than 30 minutes. This is List Launch Pro. Here's a quick snapshot into the members area. And what I want to do now is walk you through this L3 cloning process that launches your email list lifestyle business in literally 3 clicks. And I know that can be hard to believe, so I want to do a quick demonstration. So here we are inside of List Launch Pro, the members account, and let's say that I want to promote the Ancient Secrets of Kings, that same campaign that's already done over $1.2 million in sales. Well, really simply, I get my mouse and I click on Ancient Secrets of Kings. And so this is your first click that activates the L3 cloning process. The next thing I do is I click that I want to send traffic to that lead capture page, the same lead capture page that you've seen in this training. And so I click the little radio dial that says squeeze page, which also is the same as a lead capture page. And that is click number 2. Next thing I do is I insert my tracking ID, in this case, LLP demo. And lastly, click number 3 is I click the generate link button. Now, this is super exciting. When you first showed this to me, I was absolutely blown away because this is what you showed me. I click generate link and look, this is the link creation successful page. This one link is basically your email list business in a box. Now, here's what happens. This is my link, and this is connected to 2 things. It's connected to my autoresponder account, and it's connected to my ClickBank account. And once I have that link, I can send that out to any one of the traffic sources that you've seen so far, or any other traffic source that you might have available to you. And look, somebody clicks on that link and they go to this page. Now, this is a page that's already pre-built and launched for me. I don't have to do the graphics. I don't have to write this headline. I don't have to set up the integration. I don't need to know HTML or CSS or PHP or any of these coding languages. I don't have to be a designer. I don't have to pay somebody a lot of money to do this. And best of all, when they hit this link and they enter their email address there, that goes to my email list specifically. And when you deploy this for yourself, these new visitors are going to land on your email list, an email list that you own 100% of, that you control 100% of. Now, of course, after they enter their email into that lead capture page, this is the page that they see, the same one that we already shared with you, the start of the process that's already done over $1.2 million in sales. Again, you don't have to create this video messaging. All this is on ClickBank, which means that you can feel safe and secure that you're going to get paid right away directly from ClickBank. When people, if people don't want to watch that video, they can read the entire text message so that they can buy directly from this message. And again, all of this is done automatically for you with the L3 cloning process. And look, if you are as excited as I am about this still, go ahead and type yes in the chat. This is game changer. This is what makes this system totally new and totally unique, like nothing you've ever seen before. Okay, so what happens when someone subscribes to that list? Well, they have to get the free report that you promised them. And guess what? You don't have to do that either. This is a download page where your new visitors can download this free ebook. Each of these campaigns has a different free ebook associated with it. All of it's already done for you. And this is really the start of how you go out and you build a relationship with your subscribers right away. They're going to love you for this because you're leading with value. You're giving them something very valuable right out of the gate, and you don't have to create any of this. You don't have to create this web page that you see. Those 3 clicks to activate and deploy the L3 cloning process does all of that for you. Super, super exciting. And here's some of the results. When our brand new members have gone through this, like Benjamin, you see here, he says, he posted this in our Facebook community. He says, I'm brand new here and have had my first 5 sales and still going. And imagine that, being brand new and getting 5 sales with just deploying the L3 cloning process. Really, really exciting. Here's another one of our members, Ed Soder, who says 700 total subscribers now, and he's also made several sales just by deploying this L3 cloning process. Here's one of our members, Edward Pratt, from Louisville, Kentucky. And, I got the chance to speak with Edward, and he had spent years trying to do this process on his own, going the path of the do-it-yourself path. And he says, Tim, in 1 week, I've gotten more results than I had in years. It feels excellent. He says the training is just chock full of ridiculously great information, right to the point, crystal clear, and this is super exciting. Here's Edward saying, saying how he got his first sale, and one of our members really excited that she got her first subscriber. So in List Launch Pro, you get done for you List Launch Pro campaigns, all powered by the L3 cloning process. All these campaigns are mobile optimized. You get the lead capture, or AKA the squeeze pages. We give you a free gift to give away, the custom thank you pages. All of these have commission boosting bonus links that, look, we could do an entire training just on the commission boosting bonus links that are in there so that you make more commissions for each sale. The done for you split testing and tracking, all of this is done for you without any extra fee, without hiring a programmer, a designer, or doing what Winter did, which is invest years and years of time learning how to do all this stuff on your own. And what's really exciting is that all of this is integrated with your unique ClickBank affiliate link, meaning that when anytime somebody clicks on a link in one of your emails and buys, that money shows up in your ClickBank and gets direct deposited, or you get a check directly from ClickBank. So all of these are connected automatically to your email autoresponder. Makes it super simple to launch your online business automatically. But we don't just give you the tools. We don't just give you the fish. We also teach you how to fish yourself. This has a full library of training videos. This one is how to make your first sale online. And Winter, I vividly remember my first sale, and I know you do too. You have a great story, and I'll just kind of plant a seed in your mind to share that story, because it was really a game changer for you on how you were able to quit your day job, literally delivering hamburgers for minimum wage, and it launched you into growing not one but multiple 7-figure businesses. And it all started with your first sale. And in this training, we show you exactly how to do just that. Next, we show you a very simple step-by-step process on how to get 5,000 subscribers and beyond. There's video training, audio training, text training, everything that you need so that you can get up and running and know exactly how to do this process for yourself. So here's what you're getting when you invest today in List Launch Pro. You're getting the Fast Start video training so that you can get your first 5,000 email subscribers and beyond. Now, it's a fact that list building trainings like this sell from anywhere from $1,000 to up to $3,000 and $5,000. This is a conservative $1,497 value that you get today when you join us in List Launch Pro. Of course, we already showed you just one of the campaigns in the List Launch Pro platform, and all the campaigns that are included are powered by the L3 cloning process with done for you List Launch Pro campaigns, meaning you go in, you click those 3 links, you enter your tracking link, and all the steps in the sequence are already deployed and done for you so that you don't need to worry or do any of that work yourself. Now, I showed you one of those campaigns for the Ancient Secrets of Kings. Let me walk you through another campaign that's also included in List Launch Pro, and this is the Instant Switch campaign. Now, this is what's really exciting. When you get started today, you don't have to create this ebook or audio program. You can actually give this 10x your happiness report away for free to your new subscribers. This is really exciting. This campaign is actually from a good friend named Sandy of ours. What's awesome about Sandy is she's actually a Harvard-trained behavioral therapist, and she wrote this book. It's a powerful book that gets results, and you get to give it away for free. So same as we did with Ancient Secrets of Kings, we'll select the Instant Switch campaign. We'll say that we want to drive traffic to the lead capture page. We create our link, and then guess what? We are in business. We can start getting subscribers and start making sales automatically. We deploy this link, and guess what? We don't have to build this page. This page is deployed automatically with the L3 cloning process. Now, here's the deal. Someone lands on this page and they want to download the 10x your happiness report that you promised them. And guess what? Same thing. They enter their email address here, and that email subscriber goes again on your email list, the email list that you own, what Justin called your most valuable business asset. You get to create that automatically. Again, now you're starting to see why List Launch Pro is such a game changer and it's so unique, because you get to deploy this right away. Same process. You don't have to build this download page or do any coding or make sure any of these links work, because it's all been done for you. Here's where your new subscribers get to download their free gift. And again, this is what kicks off that valuable relationship that you have with your new subscribers. Again, here's a video message that turns subscribers into buyers right away. If they don't want to watch that video, they can read the entire text. And a lot of people would prefer to read the text as opposed to watching the video, or vice versa. This makes sure that we capture the largest percentage of buyers. And again, all of this is done for you, and you don't have to go to Harvard to create this training, because Sandy already did that, and we've tapped into her brilliance and are allowing you to use this as one of your campaigns in List Launch Pro. And this is why people like Thomas are saying that they're able to make money off the first 2 sales, bada bing. I got a chance to speak with Thomas. Thomas is a school teacher in Florida. And when I first spoke with Thomas, when he first joined us, he said, Tim, I love being a school teacher. I love educating and helping my students. But, as you know, my income is really tapped by being a school teacher. I can't make $100,000 a year or $1 million per year. I'm really limited. I'm in the time for money trap. And he was so excited when he deployed his L3 powered list building machine and was able to see a new source of income, one that didn't require him to go into a school to clock in and clock out and trade his time for money. So again, here's what you're getting with the List Launch Pro platform. Of course, you're getting all the done for you List Launch Pro campaigns. And here's what's really exciting. I told you about the strategy, the very simple strategy that Winter used to build a $14,000 per month income stream in less than 90 days. It was by tapping into the instant email blast strategy. And so instead of having you go out and you find and build relationship with other people that have email lists, guess what? We've already done that hard work for you. Here's a peek inside the members area. Here's a peek inside the database of list owners where you can generate instant email blast traffic. As you see here, there's list owners that have email lists of 22,000 subscribers up to 150,000 subscribers. And this is how you can quickly plant that seed of a massive business and a massive email list and deploy the strategies like the traffic multiplier method that we walk you through step by step in the List Launch Pro training. That's included, you already saw that one of the campaigns that generated $500,000 in sales in just 2 weeks that you also have access to in List Launch Pro is called the Millionaire's Brain. And look, one of the secrets of creating wealth and becoming a millionaire or a multimillionaire has to do with what's between your ears. It has to do with your mindset. And that's why Winter and I wanted to make sure that we include specific training on giving you the mindset to not just grow a successful email-based business, but really creating a lifestyle that you absolutely love, a lifestyle that provides you safety and security for your family, a lifestyle that allows you to, take your friends and your family out to dinner. And when that check comes, you don't have to stress it. You don't have to worry about it. You put down your credit card and you're excited about doing something nice for your family and buying dinner without the stress, because you know that you have an abundance of income coming in your way. We also have world-class support. And basically, the short of it, what that means for you is that if you want us to set up your system from start to finish for you, we will go ahead and do that at our expense. Now, for those of you that want to do that on your own, it'll take you anywhere from 30 minutes to, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes or so. But if you want to skip that step, guess what? We'd be happy to set up your system for you. We'll give you information on how to use our world-class support desk so that we can do that on your behalf. Now, the total value of the List Launch Pro platform is $9,997. When you think of how much time this saves and how it gets you from where you are now to start generating sales and profit and the confidence that gives you, that is an awesome deal. But guess what? We have a lot more for you. Because in addition to the Fast Start training that has a $1,500 value, the List Launch Pro platform that has a $10,000 value, you may be asking yourself, well, what about all the subscribers I'm getting? What happens to them? Yeah, they go on my email list, but what happens next? Well, this is super exciting, something that you are absolutely going to that you're absolutely going to love and want to jump on right away, because your system comes with a profit-pulling, highly engaging, professionally written 45-day email follow-up sequence. So look, remember that email campaign, that follow-up sequence that you saw earlier. Well, guess what? We are going to deploy that in your autoresponder with your ClickBank affiliate links automatically. This is such a game changer. These are professionally written emails proven to make subscribers open, click, and buy. And guess what? All of this is done for you. You don't have to write a single word of these campaigns if you don't want to. All these emails include your unique ClickBank affiliate link, so you get paid for each sale that you make, and List Launch Pro does all of this for you. All you need is your ClickBank account, your autoresponder, and List Launch Pro, and these get deployed automatically on your behalf. Now, of course, you may want to deploy these emails as is. May want to fully customize them, and guess what? Either way is totally possible, and it's easy to change and customize these however you'd like. All you have to do is deploy this system, sit back. If you're like me, you'll want to put your feet up and let this system do the work for you. That's all included. Look, if you were to hire a professional email copywriter to do this campaign for you, it would cost at least $3,000. In fact, we invested about $5,000 to our in-house email copywriter to write these emails on your behalf so that you could get started comfortably, easily, and feel really confident that these emails are going to go to work for you and start making sales. Okay, now at some point in this process, you're gonna have a question. And if you're like me, you wanna go direct to the source and ask myself or Winter or one of our other members a question. And we've made it really easy to do that because included in List Launch Pro is access to our monthly group coaching calls and our private Facebook mastermind. And okay, this is a little embarrassing because when I tell Tim, Winter, you guys should be charging $97 per month at least for access to this private Facebook group and the monthly calls. And yeah, they're right. We'd make a lot more money if we charged $100 per month for this, but we wanted to include this at our expense so that you can get all your questions answered, so that we can be there to provide value to you over the life of your business. This has an easy $97 per month value. It's included when you join us today in List Launch Pro. Now, here's the deal. I know there's going to be a lot of people that join today that don't just want 5,000 email subscribers. They want to go to the next level. They want to do like Winter did and generate 10, 50, 100,000 subscribers on their email list. And that's why we're including the next level training. This is how to go from start to finish, from scratch, to build your email list. This is the exact process that Winter did when he started his second 7-figure email-based business. We walk you step by step through that exact process. You don't need to buy the books. You don't need to buy additional courses. You don't need to attend different trainings. We include everything that we've done in the next level training. So when we include that, the total value so far is already at $16,500. But you know that Winter and I love to over deliver, and you're going to want to get this because look, this is going to work for you if you're an affiliate marketer where you make money promoting somebody else's product. If you want to create your own product, if you're a coach or consultant, you're going to want to pay attention because we have something super special for you. This is going to work for you if you're just getting started, if you're an established thought leader, or really if you're a list owner who just wants to grow your community and add an additional stream of income. And look, we really had two choices. We could go option A, and that was go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many of these as possible, but it wouldn't incentivize us to really stack the value. And of course, if we did that, we wouldn't be able to have the close communication with our new members to make sure that you get the most value. And so we went with option B, which yes, requires a little higher investment, but in exchange, we can devote more resources to help guarantee your success with your email-based business. And this is where things get really exciting. Here's a client of mine named Wendy. And Wendy, when I met her, she was super passionate, but she was stuck in that time for money trap. She was stuck in that cubicle hell. And when she sent this message to me where she says, with encouragement, advice, and strategies, Tim helped me take the leap of faith and concentrate on my real passion. And I just had my first $5,000 weekend. Now look, if you're like Winter, maybe a $5,000 weekend to you is no big deal, but for Wendy, it was totally life-changing. It was game-changing for her, not only herself, but for her family as well. And that's what I want for you. So you get everything that you see here. It's over $16,000 value, but we wanted to really stack the value. And this is really exciting because we are adding a special bonus to help you automate and get started even quicker. This is the bonus called Dawn AI, and AI stands for autoresponder integration. And you've heard how much we are proponents of automation so that you can get started and kick back and enjoy your lifestyle and not do all the grunt work yourself. And this process, what it does is it takes all of those emails that we had professionally written on your behalf, and it loads them into your autoresponder that you own and control 100% of. It does that automatically. Winter, this took you hundreds and hundreds of hours. We did that to make this even easier for our List Launch Pro members. It'll save you, our member, at least 50 hours of drudgery. Winter, tell us a little bit about the benefits of what this robot, Dawn AI, will do for our members.
It goes out and sets up those personalized follow-up campaigns for within Aweber. So there's the List Launch Pro campaigns, and then within Aweber, the email follow-up campaigns. It literally goes in and does the work with a lot of autoresponder companies. You have to log in, and when you want to create a follow-up sequence, you're copying and pasting like crazy. And what Dawn, the AI bot, does is literally a computer terminal. It logs in and it does the work. You can watch it do the work, and it does. It would be about 50 hours, and as a bot, it takes about an hour and a half. So that tells you an idea of how much work it actually is doing.
Winter, one of the keys to your success has been automation. And with this bonus that, now I will say this bonus is only going to be available for the first 30 people that take action today and join today with List Launch Pro. But literally what you can do, you go in, you tell Dawn, you say hi to Dawn, you make sure that your system is set up, and you let Dawn go in and load all these emails with your ClickBank affiliate link into your autoresponder that you own 100%. And you can do whatever you want. You can go play a round of golf, you can go get a massage, you can put your feet up, and all this gets done for you. And it'll save you anywhere between 50 or so hours of work to do this on your own. And yeah, you could pay somebody 10 bucks an hour, 20 bucks an hour to do this. This has a real world $497 value. That's included when you join us quickly with List Launch Pro. The next bonus, now, earlier in the training, I shared how one of my clients, David Crocco, he consulted with me, and I wrote a specific and a very simple 2-page letter for him, a campaign that went on to generate over $600,000 in new sales in just 30 days. He deployed this to a very small list, and within just a few months, this one campaign generated over $1 million in sales. Now, here's the truth. David gave me a lot of money to write this campaign and really help him to monetize his list. Bonus number 2 is something really exciting, something really special. As with bonus number 1, you can't find this anywhere else in the world. When you join us today, bonus number 2 is I'm going to give you this exact 2-page letter. Yes, I'm going to give you this exact 2-page letter that's already generated over $1 million in sales for just one of my clients. And not only am I going to give you this letter, I've specifically broke down every single line of this letter so that you know why it was such an effective campaign. Now go ahead and type yes if, number 1, you're excited about bonus number 1 because you wouldn't mind having a robot do a bunch of work on your behalf, and type yes in the chat again if you wouldn't mind bonus number 2, the exact letter that's already generated over $1 million in sales. Look, you don't have to hire a copywriter. You don't have to spend years like I have mastering this skill set of how to turn words into cash. I'm going to give you this bonus. The only point of distinction here is that you have to get started quickly. One of the things I learned from a mentor of mine is that success loves speed. And so this is only going to be available for the first 20 people that join us in List Launch Pro starting today. Super excited. I'm really excited that you'll have access to this letter when you're one of the first 20 people that join us. And bonus number 3, we've shared up to this point a lot of the instant traffic strategies, what Winter and I use with instant email blasts and some of the other traffic sources that you've seen. Well, guess what? Maybe you want to deploy free traffic and discover all the free traffic strategies that we've used in our business that actually work, not the ones that annoy poor Aunt Linda on social media, but the free traffic strategies that work. If that's you, we're going to give you access to bonus number 3. It's a $997 value. We're going to make free traffic secrets available to you if you're one of the first 10 people to join. Again, success loves speed, so you'll want to get started really, really quickly. So again, let me just walk you through everything that you get. You get the first 5,000 subscribers training. That's a $1,500 value. You get the done for you List Launch Pro campaigns, the tracking, the training, all powered by the L3 cloning process, $10,000 value. You get the 45-day follow-up campaign, the monthly group coaching calls, the next level training course. And we're going to give you these 3 bonuses again when you join us right away. This is why you're going to want to get started right away, because we give you the Dawn AI robot, the autoresponder integration robot. That's a $500 value. The $1 million letter campaign, the same exact letter broken down word by word for you, so you know exactly how it works and how to deploy it to your list. That's a $2,000 value, and free traffic secrets is a $1,000 value. We're well over $20,000 in value. And look, if all this did was build you a 5,000 person email list, so you can see extra money coming in every single week, would that be worth it to you? If all this did was give you the kick in the butt to finally get moving and not have to worry about the frustrating aspects and the pitfalls that, you know, most people, myself included, did when they first got started. If this just gave you the kick in the butt and got you excited, would that be worth it? If this gave you complete confidence, which I know it will, to take control of your financial future, ask yourself, would it be worth it? And to ask yourself, well, maybe you have to ask yourself, what's one email list worth to you? Is it worth $5,000? Or $10,000 or maybe $25,000 or more? Now, in the beginning of this training, we showed you several of Winter's email lists, many of which that are doing over $1,000 per day. That is a very nice income stream, all from an email list. How much would you pay to get just one successful email list? Of course, you can go on and go to the next level and build multiple streams of income and multiple email lists, but how much would you pay to get just one? Here's a check from one of my clients who paid $15,000 to learn how to monetize his email list. This is to my private business, so you can see, you know, just how valuable it is to learn the strategies. And this was just to talk with me once per month on a phone call, not to get access to the List Launch Pro platforms or any of the bonuses that I've shared with you today. So look, you can see why List Launch Pro is a great deal at $5,000 and an awesome investment at $5,000. And if you were to join us live today at the normal price, your investment would only be $2,997 for your lifetime membership into List Launch Pro, the membership, the community, everything that we've showed you, over $20,000 in value that we've showed you up to this point. You know, just the email sequence alone, we paid a professional copywriter over $5,000 just for those emails, not including the bot that goes out and does it for you, not including the campaigns or the training videos. So you can see why this is a steal at $2,997. And, you know, if you join us anytime after today, that is the investment that you'll be paying, and that is a great investment. But look, listen, because you're here with us live right now, we're giving you a limited time 50% enrollment discount. Now, what that means for you is that when you get started and join us right now, you can save 50% on the already low investment of List Launch Pro. You can actually get started and get everything that we've shown you for just one payment of only $1,497. It's already a great deal. And for those of you that have a coupon code, that have been participating and have earned a coupon code, you'll actually pay significantly less than this amount. Now, I do want to warn you, we have limited coupon codes available. They're already attached to the link that you're about to see on the screen below. So we have a limited amount of coupon codes that will apply. So Winter, go ahead and give me the word, and I'll put the link on the screen so that you can get started today for just one payment of $1,497. And if we do have any more available coupon codes, you'll want to click the link right away, go there now, and enter your email address so you can get the absolute best price on List Launch Pro.
All righty, so Tim, you know, me and the team, we've been very quickly typing, answering as many questions, lots of engaging people on the line today, getting as many coupon codes out there. Now, I do apologize for anyone that has been engaging, did answer the questions right, and I haven't gotten to you. I am sorry. I've been typing as much as I possibly can. So Tim, oh, it looks like it's already there. All right, so for everyone that I've talked to and anyone that's engaged, click the link below. There is a limited amount of coupons secured to that link, so click it below. If you're here with us today, if you're excited about building your profitable email list, link is down below, limited amount of coupons.
Yeah, Winter, as you were sharing that, it reminded me of something a mentor told me a long time ago, which is success loves speed. And when you join us today, not only do you get the 50% limited time enrollment discount, you're also going to save even more money when your coupon code is applied, as long as you're one of the fast action takers. So here's what to do right now. Go ahead and click the link below so that you can pull up that page. Make sure to enter your email address so that you get the best discount on List Launch Pro. And look, I still have something very special that I wanted to share with you so that you feel really comfortable getting started today. I'll share with you that in just a moment. And we still have one more super bonus for you. Now, look, if you're looking to really go to the next level with List Launch Pro and see payments like $5,000, $10,000, even $12,000 and more hit your bank account, then I have a super awesome bonus for you. It's our fast action bonus that everyone that joins us right now will automatically get. And we have a limited number of these fast action bonuses that we will be giving out that I'll share with you in just a moment. So go ahead and click on the link that you see right now, enter your email address so you can take advantage of this special offer. Now, here's something special that we wanted to do for you to make it really easy and comfortable to get started. We are so confident that List Launch Pro and this system that we've built from scratch will work for you and is going to work for you, that we wanted to make it even easier and more comfortable for you to get started. And here's the We Buy Back Your Business warranty. It's really simple. All you have to do is complete the modules, go through the video training, follow our instructions correctly, actively use our support system and the tools and resources that we give to you. Again, we give everything that you need to you. And look, if for some reason you don't make any sales, then very simply, we will buy your business back from you up to the full value of $1,500. So this makes it really simple. All you have to do is commit to yourself that you will deploy and use this system and watch the trainings and go step by step through the process. And look, if you get stuck on anything or if you have questions, you can contact our client care team, which is available around the clock. You can jump into the Facebook community. You can join us on the monthly call so that you know exactly how to build your business. This is something really special that Winter and I want to do for you, really so that for those of you that are action takers, you can feel really confident and comfortable getting started today. The next thing I want to share with you is something, or before I share, well, the next thing I want to share with you actually is how you can get started today. Even if funds are tight, I'll share with you that in just a moment. But I wanted to read this quick email that I got from one of our members, Vaughn. He says, "Hey, Tim, I just spent the day going through the training and setup. This is freaking awesome. I totally see the amazing value that you guys have set up. All the moving pieces are in one fine-tuned machine, from the autoresponder integration, expert copywriting email sequence, integration with ClickBank, the high converting offers, the tracking, the capture pages, the solo ads. You were not joking when you said it would take months to set this all up. Now, because I've been in the trenches for a while, I totally appreciate the effort it took to organize this program. A newbie can't even comprehend the power you guys are offering here. Maximum respect to you, my friend. I'm so glad we crossed paths. This is life-changing, Vaughn Chambers." And look, if you've been around the block for a while, if you have tried to go down your own path and do all these steps on your own, you know already how frustrating it can be. And Vaughn was, someone that was in that category. But look, even if you're brand new to building an email list, to creating your first sale online, to launching your 6 or even 7-figure online business, look, you don't need to know how all these moving pieces work together. Just know that we have left no stone unturned and giving you everything that you need to get started today and to start building your email list and seeing sales come in literally within just a few days. Really exciting, and I hope that you're as excited as our member Vaughn here. Now, here's something really exciting. We've actually partnered with PayPal. So for those of you that wants to get everything that we showed you now, over $20,000 value, get everything now and pay later, you can do so with PayPal Credit. Now, here's the deal. PayPal Credit is only good for those of us that are in the United States. But when you check out, all you have to do instead of clicking credit card is click this little radio dial that says PayPal. Now, again, here is the normal price of $2,997. When you join today, you're automatically getting the 50% enrollment discount and the coupon code applied as well. But when you select PayPal and click complete your order, all you have to do is log into your PayPal account, type in your email and password for PayPal, and select the box that says Pay Now with PayPal Credit. What this does is that within about 10 to 30 seconds, you can apply for PayPal Credit. As you see here, there's $0 due today because you're applying for a line of credit with PayPal Credit. Again, just takes a few seconds, about 30 seconds or so to see if you apply. And if you're here in the US, you can do this and apply right away. And that allows you to get everything now and pay later. You know, Winter and I and our team on here on our side, we can't tell the difference. It just looks like another member has joined us, and you get absolutely every single thing that you see here on the screen. You get the first 5,000 subscribers training, the done for you List Launch Pro campaigns, the tracking, the training, the email follow-up campaigns, access to our monthly group coaching calls and private Facebook group, the next level training course. And if you get started right away with us, you get access to the autoresponder integration robot, Dawn AI. That's a $500 value. It'll save you anywhere from 25 to 50 hours of doing that work yourself. We're such huge proponents of automation. We wanted to include that when you join us right away. You also get access to the $1 Million Letter, the same campaign that one of my clients deployed to his list that generated over $1 million in sales. That's a $2,000 value included at our expense, and Free Traffic Secrets, a $997 value, total value over $20,000, and you get every single thing that you see here when you join us right away. In a moment, I'll share with you how our clients Judy and Barbara were able to have this success. If you're a coach, consultant, or if you want people to pay you $5,000 to $10,000, even $12,000 at a time, keep in mind, we'll come back to this slide in just a moment. This is where things get really, really exciting. I'll tell you about one more exclusive bonus that you can only get when you join us today. You now have everything that you need to get started building your email list with List Launch Pro. Just go ahead and click on the link that you see on the screen, enter your email address so that you can get started with us right away. And Winter, I'll pass it off to you a little bit. If we have any questions that we can answer for members, I'll go ahead and we can do that now.
Yeah, you know, I got a bunch of questions, and if anyone hasn't shot in a question that has one, please shoot it in. I will do my best to personally answer them. I do want to take a moment, welcome Gertrude, Ian, Elaine, Larry, Steve, Mark, Jeffrey, another Ian, Deborah, Fred, Scott, James, Hector, and the list goes on and on. Welcome all to the List Launch Pro family. You know, Tim, one question I've seen come up a couple times here is what else is involved to get List Launch Pro running, to get it up and running and ready to start building the list. So as you're typing out here, the autoresponder, it's an initial $1 trial, and then it's $19 a month. Now I pay my autoresponder company probably $7,000 or $8,000 a month, and that's because of my size of my email list. So it starts out $19 and it goes from there, but it's very cheap starting initially. And then the only other thing is you need an email that you'll be sending using to send emails to your list that is not like a Yahoo or a Gmail, but that's very cheap and easy. Actually, these days, you know, you can register like I recently registered my name.me, and it was like $1.50 a year. So it's a very cheap, easy expense when starting out a new online business. So those two things are what gets you up and going and ready for endorsed mailing and to get the list building and rocking and rolling.
You know, Winter, this is why I absolutely love an online business. When I was in university and we created a business plan, and, you know, it never failed that the business plan, it was $10,000, $100,000, $1 million and more in upfront expenses with all the things that you needed to buy to launch a business. And here's the beauty of having an online email-based business is that all you need is an autoresponder. This is a thing that automatically mails out these emails that we've already written for you that have, you know, your ClickBank affiliate ID already included, so that, you know, you can get started as soon as today building your email list and making sales. And all you need is List Launch Pro, your autoresponder, which, yeah, you can get started for as little as $1, and ClickBank. Of course, it's free to have your ClickBank account and to get your ClickBank affiliate ID. And that's all you need, along with your email address which is what, 10 bucks per year or so. That's all you need to do to enjoy the type of lifestyle business that I've enjoyed over the past 10 years, that's allowed Winter to travel all over the world and really have a life that, yes, our friends are envious of, but a lifestyle where, yes, we get to make a lot of money, but help a lot of people at the same time. And all you have to do is get started. We've done so much of the getting started grunt work, the coding, the tech, the writing, the graphic design. It's already done for you so that you can go out and build your business starting today with just a few clicks. Again, for those of you listening now, click the link below and make sure to enter your email address so you can take advantage of the enrollment discount and the special fast action coupon, which is already applied to the link that you see on your screen right now. So Winter, I'll pass it to you in just a second. Any other questions that we're getting that we can help people with right now? I'd love for you to help us with that. And while you're looking through those questions, I know something that we get asked a lot is, if maybe you're not in the United States and PayPal credit doesn't work for you, are there any other financing options? And the answer to that question is yes. And look, if you'd like to get started today, we would love to help you finance this investment for you so that you can get started right now at an even lower upfront investment. So on your screen right now, you'll see a link for our financing option. This will allow you to split up your payments to get started for a very low payment today and just have 2 more payments moving forward so that you can get everything that we've shown you up to this point. We're not removing any of the bonuses or anything like that. You get everything that you've seen up to this point, including the 1 additional bonus that I'll share with you in just a moment.
And Tim, someone else is asking actually about, to go back to the PayPal page, if you wouldn't mind pulling that up really quickly here. And Tim, we had talked before about me wanting. I love telling the story of my first sale because it's 10 plus years ago. It's still monster. It gives me goosebumps talking about it. So when we're ready, I'll dive into that too. But if you just want to walk everyone through this, and then we'll just there we go.
Yeah, so it's really, I love hearing that story, Winter. We'll share with that in just a bit. And keep in mind, I still have 1 more bonus for you. For all those people that Winter mentioned that have already joined, you're already going to get this next bonus that I'm going to share. We'll leave it open for the fast action takers as well. So really simple, when you go to the link that you had pulled up already that you saw on the screen, you enter the coupon code, enter your name. On the checkout page, all you have to do is click this little radio dial here that says PayPal, and click complete your order. Again, this will only work for you if you are in the United States. You log into your PayPal account directly on that next screen. This does it, just go through the process. It does it all for you. Here on the slide, it says $3,000. That's a normal price. Of course, today you get the discount. You click this button that says apply for PayPal credit, and you see if you apply it. And when you do, there's $0 due now, and your PayPal allows you to pay over time. You'll find out in about 30 seconds whether you qualify or not. If you do, you can use PayPal credit. And of course, if not, you can use our in-house financing option as well. I'll bring that up on the screen in just a moment. I did promise you that I was going to share the secrets of how a couple of our members have deployed this system to not just make a $50 sale or a $100 sale, but to make sales that are $1,000 per month, like my friend Barbara here. She actually enrolled 2 people at $1,000 per month. And our client Judy that generated a $12,000 payday using this system. Now, this is really exciting. This may not apply to every single person that's on the call, but if you're a coach or a consultant, or really, if you just want to make more money than most people do in a month in one day by selling one thing, then you're going to get super excited and absolutely love this. This is another testimonial from a client of mine named Alyssa. She's a coach that she wrote me this email. It says, I'm adding a new client every single week. I have 7 or 8 current active clients. And as you saw from Barbara, these are clients that were paying anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 every single month. Now, here's the secret behind this. And if you've already joined us, or if you're the next 5 people to join, you're going to get access to this fast action bonus. This is what's called the Rainmaker email campaign. Now, I'll tell you the quick story about how this got its name. This goes back to when I was living in Las Vegas. I was living in a high-rise apartment overlooking the Las Vegas Strip. And of course, Las Vegas has a lot of people that show up and want to have a good time. And, when my friends wanted to go out for a nice dinner at a restaurant, or if we wanted to go on a week or 2 week vacation, what I would tell them is I would say, okay, yes, I want to go on that trip. Let me send this email to my email list real quick so that I don't have to pay for it, but with my money, I can pay for it with my client's money. And of course, I would do that. I would send out these emails and I would get a $5,000 client, as you see here, or even a $10,000 or $12,000 client. And I did this so many times that my friends, they would say, man, Tim, these emails, and they didn't quite get it because they didn't go through a training like this, of course. They say, Tim, these are like your rainmaker emails. You just click, you copy, you paste, you click send, and it's like money falls from your computer. And so they dubbed it the Rainmaker email campaign. And look, here's what it is. It's a sequence of emails that you can send out if you want to enroll brand new clients at high paying fees. Here's an example from my account a few years ago of $5,000, but I've since taught various clients on how to do this. And as you see here, one of our clients, I love how she downplayed this. She said, Tim, thank you. I had a success. I sold one coaching program at $12,000. Now, look, if you're a coach or consultant, this will more than pay for your investment multiple times what you're investing today. However, if you just want to deploy your email list and have another coach fulfill and do actually all the hard work here and work with those clients on their own, you can still deploy this same system. So this is a fast action bonus. If you want this, if you're excited about this, it is a $3,000 value. I want to make sure that this Rainmaker email campaign doesn't go out to thousands and thousands of people. And so I'm restricting it for anybody that's joined us up to this point and the next 5 people only. So if you're interested in that, then go ahead and click on the link below to get access to everything that we've shown you up to this point that is included in List Launch Pro. If you want the split pay, you see the split pay option there. And Winter, I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of water. I've been talking a lot, but I would love to hear this story about your first sale, because this is what helped you go from minimum wage to launching your first of several multi-million-dollar businesses. And it's really inspiring for the people that are on the call with us today.
Well, thank you, Tim. First off, I want to welcome a couple new members, and then I'll tell that story. Welcome to Maxwell, Andrew, Deborah, Lorraine, Ing, Matthew, Olga, Camelia, Clara, Barbara, Jeffrey, Curtis, and the list goes on and on. Anyways, I want to tell a story. Well, first off, we were talking about time versus money. And our society, the way we live, the way my father worked, the way my grandfather worked, so on and so forth, and probably most of us on the line here, it's directly trading time for money. And that's still how society is built. It's how it's worked. But with the advent of the internet, obviously technology, everything is growing very quickly. The internet has given us such a way to escape that. So I really like talking about that because I watched my grandpa work his butt off. I watched my dad work his butt off. And I was able to grab onto the internet and harness that to create my first sale. So anyways, I lived in Portland, Oregon at the time, and this was shortly after the dot-com crash. I was working for Intel during the dot-com crash. I got laid off 2 days after my birthday, which is 2 days before Christmas. And I decided at that time, well, I got to go find some work, but I never want to work for a large corporation again. So I started delivering food. I was delivering hamburgers and steaks in a Geostorm little beat up car around Portland, Oregon. And at the time, I think minimum wage was like $6.25. I generally make an extra $2 or $3 an hour on tips by driving through traffic and delivering their food. Anyways, I had started my online business and I had put some effort into it, but I was still questioning it, right? I had a mentor that showed me some of the ways to get started, but there were still some negative Nancy's in my life, if you will. My girlfriend at the time wasn't very positive or optimistic about it. I worked about 6 hours that day, and I'd earned it was like $65 for about 6 hours, probably 10 different runs to businesses, and about 5 hours and 45 minutes. So that was in traffic. So I'm driving to the gas station, heading home for the day. And my phone makes an alert sound. And this was, as I said, this was like post.com crash, about 10, 12, 12 years ago, before iPhone. So my old Nokia phone, I had linked it up to make a sound when I made a PayPal sale, right? So I had made a sale. I had made a $67 sale on an info product. It was my first sale. Now, everything I just told you, $65, 6 hours driving in traffic, I now doubled my earnings for the day, was able to buy a tank of gas, was able to take my girlfriend at the time out for dinner, um, and I was able to generate that just driving to get gas, right? And that was such, I was speaking via chat here about that life-changing moment, that aha moment, that like clicked moment, that moment like that eliminates any of your like low self-esteem or your worries or your concern, or also eliminates all the negative Nancy's in our lives, maybe the significant other or the brother or whatever the case may be. Those moments, that first sale moment is right now here sitting here talking about this, it gives me goosebumps. It's such a rewarding experience, and such a rewarding experience too, because a lot of us, when we're getting started online and we're wanting to generate an online business and do it, we do have a lot of negative people in our lives, and that can be so overwhelming and so draining of our energy. So what gave me a big hands up with my online business is the fact that I'm a geek. I am a nerd. I was the kid at 5 years old that literally went to his neighbor's house and helped them hook up to VCR back in 1986, right? That was me. So when I've created the system behind List Launch Pro, my main goal is to eliminate the biggest question marks for people. And what I've found in being online for many, many years is those biggest question marks is the technology. The technology is what people will be driving through a course or learning this, that, or the other, and they'll come up on a tech hiccup, and whether large or small, causes us to procrastinate, causes us to push it away. So literally in the year and a half, my wife probably has a better idea of the amount of hours I put into List Launch Pro and creating the system behind it. But in the year and a half of doing that, my number one goal has been to eliminate all of that tech so that you can experience that sales moment. Because I find that tech and not having that aha moment click can cause years of not progressing, right? But having the tech, getting that first sale, then your self-esteem, you're like, going to go and get this, becomes to such a point, I hope much like mine did, that like little tech headaches, little tech problems, this, that, and the other, suddenly instead of being like a huge rock up a hill, is reduced in such size because you see that first sale. You see that I can do this. It's no longer like a pie in the sky. Sure, that first sale may not be $100,000, but seeing that first sale is, like, I'm rambling at this point because it's such a powerful moment. So I really hope to share that with as many people on the call that just feel the value on that.
Winter is super exciting. I get goosebumps when I hear you tell that story, because yeah, $67, you bought a tank of gas, you were able to, pay for a nice dinner that night. But that was the seed. That was the seed that launched your first $1 million business. And because you had that skill set, the same skill set that we teach in List Launch Pro, it helped you create your second multi-million-dollar business as well. And Winter, I remember when you first showed me this system. This was, if you remember back, you had locked yourself in the your quote unquote cave where you went into programming mode, and you said, Tim, I have something super exciting to share with you. It'll be ready in about a week. Be ready in a couple of weeks. And I said, okay, yes, you do all this cool coding stuff. And when you showed it to me, my first instinct was I was super excited. And then when you showed me what List Launch Pro can do, I was like, man, how come you didn't create this when I first got started? Because everything that we have included here, the lead capture page, the graphic design, the free report, the autoresponder sequence, hooking it up with your links, hooking it up with ClickBank and your autoresponder count, the download pages, all this stuff, I had to figure out how to do every single one of those steps on my own. And some of those steps, I would get stuck for a week on it, or I would have to pay some expert $200 or $300 to do it for me. And what that resulted in 6 or 9 months of frustration, of overwhelm. And, I'm fortunate that I didn't quit, but I was really tempted to a lot of times. And here you get to deploy this system that Winter has hand coded from scratch. This system is totally unique. You can't find anything like this anywhere else. It's all been done for you. And you get the option today to make the choice that can change your life forever by joining us in List Launch Pro. And look, we've done everything we can to make this an easy choice for you with the buy back your business warranty. And really simply is all you have to do is complete the modules, follow the instructions, use our support team, the tools and resources. And if for some reason you don't make that first sale, you don't make any sales, we'll buy back your business from you up to a total value of $1,500. And the reason why we're doing this is so that you can have complete confidence and feel safe and secure to jump on this and join us right away. You're going to love building your email list business with List Launch Pro because it makes it so easy to connect your email autoresponder with your pre-written email series and your affiliate links. And look, at that point, in just a matter of minutes, you have an online business. It's not a matter of if, it's not a matter of when you have an online business. It happens instantaneously because you have all the pieces of a successful online business ready to go. And the only thing left to do now is simply join us by clicking the link that you see on the screen right now. And Winter, I'll go ahead and give you the final words, but for myself, and really I mean this with 100% sincerity from the bottom of my heart, for those of you that have joined us and will join us in List Launch Pro, thank you. I'm excited to meet with you. I'm excited to interact with you in the Facebook community, on the monthly calls. I'm excited to see your testimonial and your case study about when you make your first sale and when you get your first subscriber, your first 100 subscribers, your first 1,000 subscribers, because it's game changing, it's life changing. It really shows you and the people around you that yes, you can do this. Yes, you have an online business and it's ready to take it to whatever level you want to take it to. So on behalf of myself, I'm so excited for those of you that have joined us, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the members area.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. You know, I'm still busy answering a bunch of questions here. So anyone that has any questions, let me know. I'm seeing Olga just posted, I am in a membership starting right now, fast action. And that really is what it involves, right? I was just talking about my first sale, the 3 months, $14,000. I was aware of online marketing before that. I had my good friend who became my mentor, watching him do it for a while, right? And so I was aware of it, but it was when I decided to take that fast action that I literally, it was in my third month. I didn't consciously decide I'm going to stop working my offline job. It just all of a sudden was presented in a way where, hey, wow, I can financially do this. You know, like I said, I was delivering food. I was working as a network engineer at the same time, two different jobs quite a bit, but none of them really kept me at home. They all kept me out of the house, literally all around Portland. My dog to this day loves riding in the car because he grew up in the car, because he was a puppy at that stage in his life. So all I'm getting at, Olga, congratulations. I see a couple of new names here: Bonita, Deborah, Johnny, Robert, Chris, Bruce, Paulette, Dale, Danny, Marina, Paula. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Curtis, welcome everyone. If you have any questions, shoot them in. Me and my team will stay on the line here. I probably will mute myself, but we want to get as many questions answered as possible. All right, so there it is, pulled up there, the main link. Right now, just click the button down below. I did a check about 10 minutes ago, and there were 8 coupons still remaining. So everyone that has, everyone on here, you've been a great tribe, an awesome, engaging webinar. I'm pumped. To say the least, my fingers are tired. So I'm going to continue chatting with folks on the line here. So any questions, please continue rolling them in. Again, thank you all for attending. I hope you all have had a great time learning about list building. The value is in a list and what a list can do for you. So I'll stick around. If you have any questions, please type them in. I see my support's typing them in. We're going to get that back to you. So again, welcome. Thank you, all the new members. I'd go through all the names again, but no need. Welcome everyone that has joined us. Thank you everyone else for attending. We're going to leave this pulled up. Shoot any questions you have, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks everyone for being here. And for the new members, I will see you inside of the members area.